also support your local churches. And we have seen benefits. For instance, every other time when we are having evangelistic campaigns here for 3 weeks, like we had TMI, part of our music ministry groups that really enriched the week were from our campuses. So is there any other way you can assist local churches in the spirit of partnership, together with your concluding comments? Elder Mark.
Allow me by beginning on that other side of coin which you have flipped. How can the campus church, of course, benefit the local church? These things, sometimes you must begin with, even Christ met the needs of other people first before he preached them. But I'd like to say that an important feature of the campus student is that they have a lot of energy that can be harnessed and channeled to support in evangelistic efforts in the context of the local campus church. Of course, I see no reason, for example, when we have a partnership with, say, Karengata, if should they request us to supply them with, say, choirs to sing in the evangelistic efforts, members to just do door-to-doors, members to preach in open-air sites. I think those are some of the benefits that the local church can enjoy from the campus. Number two, we have seen instances whereby we receive requests at the level of the campus church for speakers in camp meetings, specifically, of course, in the context of youth ministries, children ministries, even ambassadors, and the list goes on and on. The other thing is that we must understand, of course, that campus students have quite a number of talents, one of them being in music. We can have even music trainers from the campus church coming to the local church to just enrich the experience and, of course, in line with interfacing. I think those are some of the things or avenues that can be exploited. And of course, the list goes on and on and on. And I know Robert and Aska will add. But now to the other side of the coin, what the local church can do to the campus church. Number one, we must understand that one of the pillars in the local campus church is organizational capacity. Now, organizational capacity involves trainings. We must understand that the campus student on his own or on her own cannot have the capacity to train others. And so we bank on the rich talent or the rich bank of experience that exists at the local church in order to lift us up in that line. Could be leadership training, could be even interface between, AMO and AO, just to have a chat. Of course, we know that there has been a great issue concerning mental health, counseling, and all these things. The other thing that I'd like to say is, of course, professional link-ups. We must understand that comrades are not going to stay in campus forever, right? Of course, one of the ethos of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is to aim high. Now, as they exit the campus environment, you would expect that they find a safe landing spot. Having been in ministry all that while, you'd expect that a senior person in ministry who is also professionally advanced should hold their hands. I think these are some of the conversations which we might throw under the bridge, but they are really important. The third item that I really wanted to highlight, of course, is the financial aspect. I mean, comrades, while they are in school, you'd expect that they indulge in purely academics and nothing else. Of course, at the end of the semester, the parent will expect your transcript as a testimony of the academic effort that you have applied. And so, of course, we must understand that the financial aspect comes in hand. You wouldn't expect someone to survive in school on an empty stomach, not dressed properly and such things. But of course, the financial aspect from the local church also even extends to the evangelistic support that the local church provides to the campus environment in terms of their missions, in terms of their camp meetings, in terms of their music ministries. In terms of even the high school ministries, that, for example, in the context of the University of Nairobi SDA group, we are attached to Moi Girls High School, Kamangu. And from time to time, maybe from the other side, there may be requests coming to us. And so I think it's really a wide spectrum of things that can only come through a continued and established partnerships. To make a closing statement, I just request the audience and, of course, the parents by extension, kindly let us allow these students to grow in the campus environment. let us not be a hindrance and a limiting factor to their spiritual growth in the campus environment. Because you'd expect that a comrade throughout the week is in campus. The only time you might probably get to interact with these fellows in church to do maybe thorough Bible studies and one-to-one touches is on Sabbath. But you find that on Sabbath, they are being shifted back to the local churches. Let us have confidence in the ability of the campus church to nurture the young man, to nurture the young lady. I can say that in the campus environment, the young man, the young lady is very much safe. Of course, if they join, of course, there's the 3 C's of PCM. That is, of course, the campus, the community, and the church. If we can have a proper interaction of these 3 elements, I believe that a young man entering campus as a believer will exit as a proactive believer.
Wow. That's